Hi everyone. Wanted to do another sports book review. I recently finished this fantastic book called The Last Folk Hero, The Life and Myth of Bo Jackson by author Jeff Pearlman. It was an excellent read. I'd say one of the better reads that I've had over this year. Really well written, very interesting narrative, great storytelling, lots of moment of laughter, lots of moment of jaw-dropping stories. Very large book. It's over 300 pages, but very entertaining, and you're flipping pages to the next chapter, and you're always looking forward to reading it. It goes over Bo Jackson's childhood in Bessemer, Alabama, and then how his physical gifts in sports really started to highlight and showcase and make headlines all around, and the mythology, I guess you could say, started with all kinds of recruitment in high school, where he was already doing several sports and excelling at an exceptional level, where it was like state records, state championships, all these things. And he was just a very gifted athlete. Stories continue in terms of him playing baseball and football, track, and then his recruitment, which was just a very, very competitive process, and how Auburn were able to recruit him to the university, despite the incredible amounts of incentives to go elsewhere, to go into baseball. Major League Baseball programs were after him, and clubs, and it was just very fierce. But incredible storytelling around how that all happened. And then, of course, Bo Jackson, in terms of him getting drafted and being a dual sport athlete, both in Major League Baseball as well as the National Football League and the NFL, how that all came about. The stories about his drafting to both leagues, how different organizations tried to make it happen, and how destiny potentially could have been a little different for Bo. But nonetheless, he took decisions that he felt right for him and for his destiny and what he felt was best for him. The book was great insight into who he is as a person and as an athlete. So it's very interesting. A lot of the challenges later on with his body as well, with injuries, but the huge highlights around the exception that he was in terms of the physical gifts that he had, both as a baseball player and a football player, which he played at the same time, which was incredible feat at that time. I remember being 10 years old in the late 80s, and knowing of Bo Jackson playing with the Los Angeles Raiders and with the Kansas City Royals, playing at the same time, just thinking, what a Superman, incredible. I remember his baseball card and football cards being highly prized by everyone, just because of the exceptional athlete he was. He was also a big-time Nike athlete as well at that time. So, highly recommended book. It's over 300 pages. It's a lot of reading. I would also say, too, that it's some adult stories in here, so something to keep in mind. Great storytelling, however, great biography, and would highly recommend to any sports fan, baseball fan, football fan, what an exceptional athlete Bo Jackson was. Because not only was he a dual sport athlete, he was also in the Pro Bowl and also All-Star in Major League Baseball. So he excelled at both at the same time, which it's incredible. One of the greatest athletes of our time. Anyways, again, the book, The Last Folk Hero, The Life and Myth of Bo Jackson by Jeff Pearlman. Highly recommended. All right, thanks. Bye-bye.